Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is my spoilery gush for The Devouring Grape by Christine Lynn Herman. As I said, this video has spoilers in it, so if you have not read this book, go ahead and check out my spoiler-free review, which is linked on the screen. So I initially wasn't going to do like a discussion or gush about this, but as I was reviewing the book, I was like, wow, I really did like a lot of stuff about it, and I kind of want to talk about like some of the stuff, so it's not going to be a super long gush, I don't think, but there's just like things that I think I want to like get off my chest about it. I just finished reading this earlier this evening, so it's still fresh in my mind. But I was surprised about how much I really enjoyed this. I just really liked overall the general vibe of this. I liked the forest, the beast, the powers, how all of the characters are a little bit broken and they like understand each other because of that, and that kind of like ties them together. The family drama, things like that. The storyline of like the church of the four deities and like Stephen and things, like Stephen made a little more sense, but like the Church of the Four Deities and stuff, I'm kind of like, well, whatever. But I liked more of their like friendship, discovering their powers, overcoming their trauma and loss, things like that. I really loved that Violet has necromancy and her family has necromancy. I loved that each family has a suit in the tarot card deck and like a card and stuff. Like that's really cool. So I love like the death magic and how all of the rituals have like a bit of darkness to them. I'm also kind of wondering like, did Justin really fail his ritual, or like is something gonna come out of that where like he does actually have more powers than he thinks that he does? I'm a little nervous for Violet because her aunt predicted her death, so I'm wondering, I was like, is something gonna happen in the next book where she's gonna die? Oh. It sort of feels like the Raven Boys, when like the very beginning of the Raven Boys, it's, you know that Gansey's gonna die, that kind of thing. So I kind of feel like the same way about this. But these characters I really liked, so I love like that there's a lot of just like star-crossed lovers things going on. Like it's not a huge part of the story. I wouldn't say like I didn't get a huge vibe of like it's all about the relationships, because I don't think that it is. But I liked the like Harper-Justin dynamic and all of that. But then Isaac, which I didn't even see until the end, like he said he was bi at the beginning, but I didn't think he was like in love with Justin. His thing with Justin, but then Harper and Isaac like probably having a thing. Love them. Two disaster buys in love. I really like that. Like I like that ever since Violet came into town, Isaac was kind of like thrown off because he was like, you know, I was really into Justin, but Justin is not bi, and like so we could never be together, but like Violet, and like he looked stuff up about her and he was like trying to rebuff like his feelings for her, so he was being a little grumpy, but then they like became unlikely friends because like pain recognizes pain, and like I just like them both. And Harper actually does have powers and like all of that, like that's really great, really enjoy that. And I like that they're gonna figure out like what is it about the beast, you know, because the beast said I wasn't just trapped because they were altruistic, like they wanted my abilities and stuff. So I like that they're gonna try to get rid of it, but figure out the mystery behind it and what happened there and the family history and stuff. And also really love that Augusta and Juniper, the parents, also disaster buys in love. Love that. Love that so much. And I love that Augusta didn't like take Juniper's memories unwillingly, like she asked her to and stuff, but like it wasn't something that helped her, you know, run away or anything, and like the trauma of all the loss and stuff still caught up with her even with her memories taken away. Like I like those explorations of grief and trauma and things like that, so really enjoyed all of that. I liked these characters and their interactions with each other and like the little bit of spoopiness, but not too much. And I'm looking forward to how the rest of the series goes, now that they've had this little bond and everybody kind of understands them. But now Isaac's really bad brother is back. What now? So yeah, very pleasantly surprised by this book, but I went in with like kind of not low expectations, but I wasn't really sure because not a lot of people have talked about this book, so I ended up really enjoying it. Is it because it has a lot of themes that I really enjoy and a lot of like aesthetic things that I really enjoy? Maybe, but not a lot of complaints besides some of the stuff not being like super fleshed out, but overall still had a good time with this. So comment down below, let me know your thoughts on The Devouring Gray. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.